Southeast Asia in the 1960s was a region divided by war and suspicion. The Vietnam War and Cold War rivalries fueled instability and mistrust among neighbors. Leaders realized that without change, the region would remain trapped in conflict. Out of this adversity, Asean was born, not in peace, but in crisis. 5 leaders from Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore and Thailand united with a vision: cooperation over confrontation. They knew their countries were too small to stand alone against global superpowers. Their goal was simple: build trust and open dialogue. ASEAN was created as a platform for leaders to meet, talk, and resolve issues peacefully. This was a radical shift from the norm of confrontation. The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, was officially established on August 8, 1967. It was a declaration of independence from the region's violent past. ASEAN's founding was a promise to pursue peace and stability for future generations. The founders understood the journey would be tough, but they took the first step. They planted a seed of hope for regional cooperation. Over decades, that seed grew into a powerful force for change. ASEAN's story began as a bold experiment in unity during chaos. ASEAN's founding moment came in Bangkok, Thailand, on August 8, 1967. The foreign ministers of the 5 founding nations signed the Bangkok Declaration, a simple 2-page document. Its core message: cooperation in economic, social, cultural, and political fields, with peace as the ultimate goal. The declaration emphasized mutual respect for sovereignty and non-interference in each other's affairs. This principle was crucial for building trust among diverse nations. The ASEAN way of consensus and consultation became the group's hallmark. Every member, big or small, had an equal voice. The signing was more than a political act. It was a symbol of hope and a break from the region's divided past. The founders envisioned a community working together for peace and prosperity. The Bangkok Declaration became the bedrock of ASEAN's enduring trust and cooperation. It set the stage for 5 decades of regional transformation. For 17 years, ASEAN remained a group of 5, focused on building trust. In 1984, Brunei joined as the 6th member, signaling ASEAN's growing appeal. The end of the Cold War opened doors for further expansion. Vietnam joined in 1995, marking a historic reconciliation. Laos and Myanmar followed in 1997, broadening ASEAN's diversity. Cambodia's entry was delayed by internal instability, but in 1999, it became the 10th member. The dream of a united Southeast Asia was finally realized. ASEAN's expansion from 5 to 10 members transformed it into a truly regional organization. The bloc now represented all of Southeast Asia, from Myanmar's mountains to the Philippines Islands. This unity gave ASEAN a stronger voice on the global stage. The association became a single market and a platform for dialogue across the region. Expansion was not just about numbers. It was about healing old wounds and building a shared future. ASEAN's growth showed its power to unite former adversaries. The ASEAN 10 became a symbol of regional solidarity. With every new member, ASEAN's influence and relevance grew. The region's journey from division to unity was complete. ASEAN deepened cooperation through landmark agreements. The 1976 Treaty of Amity and Cooperation set the standard for peaceful relations and non-interference. Its success attracted major powers like China, India, Japan, and the US to join its principles. In 1992, the ASEAN Free Trade Area, AFTA, was launched, boosting intra-regional trade and investment. AFTA paved the way for deeper economic integration. In 2015, ASEAN established the ASEAN Community, built on political security, economic, and socio-cultural pillars. The ASEAN Economic Community aimed for a single market and free flow of goods, services, and labor. These milestones solidified ASEAN's role as a central force for peace and prosperity. ASEAN is not just a political bloc, it's an economic powerhouse. Together, its 10 members form the world's 5th largest economy, with a GDP over $3.6 trillion. The region's young, growing population fuels dynamic growth and a rising middle class. Trade is ASEAN's lifeblood, with agreements like AFTA and RCEP connecting it to global markets. The digital economy is booming, creating new jobs and opportunities. Foreign investment pours in, drawn by stability and potential. ASEAN's strategic location and business-friendly environment attract global investors. Investment spans manufacturing, technology, and renewable energy. This growth funds development and keeps ASEAN competitive on the world stage. ASEAN's greatest achievement is maintaining peace among its members for over 5 decades. The ASEAN way of dialogue and consensus has built trust and stability. ASEAN leads regional diplomacy, hosting forums like the ASEAN Regional Forum and East Asia Summit. These platforms bring together major powers, US, China, Russia, and more, to discuss security and cooperation. ASEAN acts as an honest broker, giving the region a strong voice in global affairs. Its convening power far exceeds its military or economic might. ASEAN champions an open, inclusive regional order where all countries have a stake. It upholds international law, especially in sensitive areas like the South China Sea. By promoting diplomacy and multilateralism, ASEAN anchors stability in a turbulent world. Its approach proves that cooperation is a powerful tool for peace. The region's stability is a testament to ASEAN's quiet but effective diplomacy. Southeast Asia is a mosaic of cultures, languages, and religions. ASEAN's motto, "One Vision, One Identity, One Community," celebrates this diversity as a strength. Initiatives in education, youth, arts, and sports foster a shared regional identity. Programs like the ASEAN University Network and youth exchanges build lasting connections. Cultural festivals and city initiatives showcase the region's rich heritage. ASEAN also tackles social issues, poverty, health, environment, and disaster response, together. The Disaster Management Agreement enables rapid collective action in crises. By working together, ASEAN improves lives and builds resilience. Unity in diversity is the foundation of ASEAN's enduring success. ASEAN's consensus model ensures equality but can slow decision-making on urgent issues. Critics say this leads to delayed or weak responses, especially in crises. Human rights remain a challenge, as diverse political systems make common standards difficult. Non-interference often prevents action on abuses, drawing international criticism. Economic disparities between members create uneven development. Bridging this gap requires cooperation and support from wealthier members. Managing relations with major powers like the US and China is increasingly complex. ASEAN strives for neutrality, but internal disagreements test its unity. Maintaining cohesion and autonomy is ASEAN's greatest challenge ahead. In 2025, ASEAN stands as a model of peace and cooperation. Its quiet diplomacy and consensus building offer an alternative to global division. ASEAN's economic and strategic importance will only grow with its young, dynamic population. Digital transformation and trade agreements like RCEP will further integrate the region. Challenges remain: development gaps, human rights, and great power rivalry. ASEAN's ability to stay united and chart its own course will define its future. For nearly 700 million people, ASEAN is a promise of stability and opportunity. Its journey proves that cooperation can create a better, more peaceful world.